And what you'll notice first is a lot of this dirt. This is 43-year-old Christopher Kilpatrick. This is the man that Lauderdale authorities are looking for, and it's not like anything you've ever thrown before. That's an e-liquid. Look how similar this looks to this Nilla wafers box. Make sure that you have enough safety equipment on, things like hard hats and even safety goggles and protective gloves. Right now, taking one step. Look at that, already past that foot mark. Oh, there we go, you guys. Good morning. Go ahead and cut him up. There's no way that your dog is going to get his little head stuck in here and not be able to breathe. The 22 push-up challenge. They say that the footage found on those cameras show the deputies walking into the home and then the suspected shooter approaching them. Look at this. You can rent these little scooters. She says by simply snapping a picture with the dog, you can rewrite their story. Two people in either a cream or camo-colored truck. In relation to the incident you are looking at behind me. 25-year-old Abigail Stafford and her husband are a young family with a new baby and new priorities.
All of our money is put where it needs to be.
The couple purchased this house on Kaufman Drive in Athens last May. Abigail thought it was the perfect place to raise their family.
We found something that was affordable for right then, well within our means.
That was then.
And now it's well without.
The mortgage fit within their budget and even left a little extra in their bank account.
I didn't want to get too high to where we could be comfortable.
But they didn't realize the federal government would be so involved.
It caught me off guard.
The Staffords were delighted to find their dream home and thrilled when their offer got accepted. But then they went to see their mortgage company. That's when they learned the federal government would require them to have flood insurance, even though the sellers told them the house had never flooded over the previous 30 years.
An extra $250 a month is crazy. It's like, where are we going to find this?
The news shocked the Staffords and the previous owners, who agreed to pay for the first year of coverage. But now it's time to renew.
And that's what caused our mortgage payment to go up almost $200, $250. So we were going to end up paying almost $1,000 a month for the house. And there's just no way, because our minimum budget was, our max budget was $750.
Abigail and her husband tried to challenge the flood zone 3 times.
They said that I'm still required.
WHNT News 19 is taking action to investigate if there's any solution for her family. We shared her story with Micah Cochran. He's the City of Athens Geographic Information Systems Coordinator.
Usually we get the calls, like the couple that you interviewed, of, oh, we're in a flood zone?
Cochran showed me FEMA's map of the City of Athens, separated by the 3 flood districts, flood zones X, AE, and A. X is outside the flood zone. Zone AE has a designated area for flooding. Zone A is an area with nearly a 1% chance of flooding per year. The Stafford's home is in Zone A.
There's not much you can do with the Zone A. We don't know. We don't know what the risk is, so they're going to have to carry flood insurance.
No matter where you're purchasing a home, check whether you need to carry flood insurance. Every community has a floodplain administrator, and a call to them could save you lots of money.
It's hundreds, perhaps thousands of extra dollars more per year.
This flood map dates back to 2009. FEMA is releasing a new map in August. Unfortunately, the Staffords shouldn't bank on any changes.
No, they're still in the flood zone.
It's complicated, but we're going to make it work because we have to.
Abigail doesn't want unexpected insurance costs to sink another family's savings. Taking action in Athens, Courtney Crown, WHNT News 19. The Clemson Tigers are used to playing talented teams away from their home turf, but on Saturday morning, they took some time out of their busy schedules to score some extra points with some fans who could really use a smile. Blakely Lowrance and Clemson quarterback Kelly Bryant are celebrating.
It's been exciting.
Blakely's all in for Clemson.
Yeah.
So this rocks.
It was really exciting to see the coach for the first time. And then all the football players are so big, and they're huge.
Blakely met the Tigers on the Saturday before the Sugar Bowl when they huddled up to provide hope. To give something good back to the local children's hospital in New Orleans, where young patients like Blakely stay for now.
Just to be from here and go into the hospital and see those kids and just putting a smile on their face. It means so much to them.
In the midst of a week full of practice before the big game, Clemson head coach Dabo Sweeney says this gathering is a good practice for the game of life.
I think it's important to always have great perspective.
A chance to remember their reality is another person's dream.
And there's somebody every day literally praying for what we take for granted, whether it's to be able to get up out of a chair, take another breath, whatever it may be, walk down a hall, much less have the ability to go play football.
On one day, for mere minutes, a group of children taught these college football all-stars life lessons on their home field.
The best day ever.
It's just all God's work.
The Clemson Tigers promised Blakely a signed helmet and t-shirt as soon as they return home to South Carolina. In New Orleans, Courtney Crown, WHNT News 19. These sheriff's deputies are responding to a much better call than the one they answered last Wednesday night. They're at Huntsville Hospital to escort their brother home.
We're elated about his rapid recovery.
Someone shot Lauderdale County Sheriff's Deputy Randall McCrary in Florence last Wednesday evening. Authorities say he was at the home to serve papers to Timothy Murphy.
You see gun, then you see muzzle flash, and you're on the wrong side of it.
Those court orders instructed Murphy to go to a mental health facility. Sheriff Rick Singleton says dealing with mental health and a lack of facilities is a statewide issue.
Dealing with the mentally ill in our community is becoming more and more of a challenge for law enforcement.
It's been nearly a week since McCrary nearly died in a shootout, but he's not fazed.
I'm ready to go serve the people of Lauderdale County.
McCrary thanks all those who stood by his side following the incident, but says the man upstairs receives the credit.
It's just the power of God to get me where I'm at.
These flashing lights are not a sign of an emergency, rather a deputy's escort returning a miracle back to their county. In Huntsville, Courtney Crown, WHNT News 19.